This episode of Unboxed was brought to you by Ava Media and Oz Game Shop.
Sonic is done. He's past it. He doesn't need more games. He needs help.
Well, I haven't played a whole lot of Sonic games. All I know is that Sonic Team keeps on making them, and they keep on sucking.
I'm gonna put it plain and simple. Sonic will never work properly in a 3D environment. Well, Sonic, here we are again. And once again, you are a Nintendo exclusive. So, what does Sonic Lost World have to offer us? Well, let's find out. The story is barely there. Eggman has captured little animals and put them into his robots. Wait, you mean the original game's story? Huh. Only this time, he has sought the help of 6 big baddies known as the Zeti. And when I say seek, I mean controlling them with a magic shell. Okay. The gameplay of Lost World is split between 2D and 3D levels, as usual, with the added homing attack to boot. While the 2D levels are fine as usual, the 3D levels have been given a major redesign. Unlike in the past, where Sonic is running Mark V through towns and such, the levels of Lost World are set on a spherical design. Now, while many people have made the comparison to Super Mario Galaxy, I feel this game is more similar to another game people have made comparisons to: Sonic Xtreme. Sonic Xtreme was to be a killer app for the Sega Saturn, set for release in the Christmas season of 1996. Being led by Chris Sen and Mike Wallace, was going to be Sonic's first foray into 3D. And as you can see here, the game looked badass. So, what the f*** happened? Wait, no, get rid of that! Get rid of that! God, we did that just last week. So, what went wrong? Well, the game was being developed from the American-based Sega Technical Institute, kind of like Sonic Team USA, and they had been responsible for, in the past, with titles like Sonic Spinball and Comic Zone. The team consisted of members from both the US and Japan. Unfortunately, after work on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which STI was a part of, the Japan part of the team left to go back home, leaving the US side to work on the new project. The project split off into 2 teams, one working on the main levels and one working on the boss stages. And from within those teams, smaller teams started to form, which made Mike Wallace's job, which was overseeing the entire project, very difficult. Not as difficult as the Saturn hardware though. While the game looked great as seen here, it was being developed on a Mac, which was then ported to a PC quite easily, but porting it to the Saturn was quite difficult. And then Sega asked for help from a third party called POV, and that brought on another team, and then Sega president at the time, Hayao Nakayama, saw an unfinished build of the game and was furious, and then Sen got pneumonia because he was working too bloody hard, and the whole bloody mess that I should really go into more detail later. Or direct you to Concept to Console's 3-part series on the train wreck that was Sonic Xtreme. But finally looking past that, the gameplay of Sonic Xtreme has some definite similarities to Sonic Lost World. And honestly, it works.
It may have taken them 15 years of adventures, colours, and Unleashed, but Sega has finally figured out how to make Sonic work in 3D. Being able to control Sonic without running into pits and enemies without any warning feels like a breath of fresh air.
In fact, when you think about it, this is probably the first Sonic game in years to have nothing majorly wrong with it. The annoying side characters are kept to a minimum, the cutscenes are fairly detailed, the game performs great, there are no stupid gimmicks, there's no bestiality and or necrophilia, and above all else, the game fucking works!
What is this? I can't get off! What is this? I'm stuck! What is my life?
But even all that going for it, in the end, I was unimpressed. Well, the game works, and it works great. I just didn't feel anything. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad platformer, obviously. It's just, well, I have my preferences. That being said, I do have one little issue.
Why are there still lives? What do we accomplish with having to start a level again if we die in a pit 5 times? Don't think you're in this boat alone, Sonic. Mario and Donkey Kong are guilty of this too. Going back to Rayman, they actually did it right. They know in 2013, there is no reason for lives anymore.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to Sonic Lost World on Wii U, I'm about to give Sonic the best review he has seen in years. It's average. I have to say, Sonic, I'm impressed. In the past 10 years, you've moved from ugh to just an eh. Maybe soon you'll move up to ooh. In fact, Nintendo should publish Sonic games more often. You'd never get a Sonic 06 on Nintendo's dime. Also, I have the Deadly 6 edition, which comes with DLC allowing you to play a level based upon nights into dreams. I say great, and if Sonic Team wants to make another Nights game, then I say go for it. But, Sonic Team, you should also make another sequel, one that I have been burning for ages for you to make. Or maybe that's just something I need to put some cream on. I'm Enigma, and we'll see you all next week.
You gotta look inside yourself and say, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this!